I got a chance to speak with the founder of Smart Job Board, a job board software platform based overseas. He was at the TA Tech conference this weekend. Here's a quick 10-minute interview with Rodion Telpizov. All right, I'm here with Rodion Telpizov, CEO and founder of Smart Job Board. We're at TA Tech here in Chicago. Finally got a chance to meet Rodion in person for the first time today. So first of all, great to meet you in person. Rodion, you flew 20 hours to get here. How was the trip, first of all?
Well, thanks for having me, first of all. And nice to meet you in person, too. It was okay. It's not first time I'm traveling, so I just needed a day or two to adjust. Yeah, so I'm fine now.
Nice. And you're from Kyrgyzstan?
Yes.
Did I say it correctly?
Yeah, it's Kyrgyzstan.
Kyrgyzstan, right. You got a team of 9 people we're working with for you there?
Yes, it's 9 people in our team.
And how long has Smart Job Board been around now?
Well, it's about 9 years. So we started in 2008.
Okay. So you power a lot of sites online. We were talking earlier. Any idea of how many you probably are live right now online?
I would guess maybe about 600. Yeah. We have more than 2,000 customers who bought our license, but we didn't track who is live, and well, in my guess, maybe a third of them are still alive, so it's maybe about 600.
600. Okay.
Yeah.
Out of those, who would you say are a couple of the most successful job boards that use your software?
It's carriers in government. I think one of the most successful, and there are a bunch of European job boards, like Talent Frog. It's German one.
Talent Frog?
Yeah. Also, I know there are a few from Brazil and Mexico. I don't remember the names right now. And
so basically all over the world you have customers.
Yeah, all over the world.
Nice to say. What's coming down the pike in terms of new product? I mean, you're always iterating. I give you guys a lot of credit on that front. You're coming out with new stuff all the time. You have a hosted solution now, which you didn't have in the beginning. But what's next on the roadmap? You just launched the drag-and-drop interface for designing your site. What's next coming down the road?
Yeah, so as you said, we recently released this drag-and-drop feature, which allows to quickly change your design and add content on your main page. And currently we are working on admin report section that will, let's call it performance report, where admin can see performance by employers and can see how many job views, apply clicks and applications a particular employer gets for a period, and also on a
so
job.
Much more detailed. Right now on the dashboard you have some of those stats, but this will be more detailed?
Yeah, it's more details by employer and by job.
Okay.
Yeah, and also we are planning to display this information to employer in employer account, and we called it employer dashboard. And employers also will be able to see their performance in their account. So we know that it's important to show for a job board. It's important to show employers their performance, and some job board just sends this information. But we thought it would be nice to just display it in the account, and so that employer could log in and see it by themselves. And another thing we are working on is improving the SEO.
SEO?
Yeah, and like making site faster and adding some features for advanced SEO. And
maybe things like the Google AMP pages for mobile. Is that built into the site now or no?
No, it's not.
No.
Well, it's a bit complex for this AMP pages, and actually, I don't see that job board are using it mostly for news websites, not.
How about those data snippets that you see sometimes from Google, where they have a list of, in the search results, you can see actually the latest 10 jobs, for example. I've seen some job boards they do that with, and I think there's some data structure coding that you can do to make some of that stuff appear on Google.
Well, actually, as far as I know, Google makes it by themselves, so they decide what information display in the snippet by themselves, and
right.
you can really control this. You can make some suggestions for Google in your
you can give
search.
them some clues, right?
Yeah, in Search Console.
Yeah.
So you can say that you can display these pages in the snippet, but they can consider it, but maybe not. So it's up to Google. But we are planning to improve the SEO part. And also what we are planning to do is to add some simple applicant tracking for employers, so they could change like stages of the application.
Put the candidate stages, do some pre-screening questions maybe?
And screening questionnaires. We were thinking about something like Trello interface, so that employers could drag and drop the applicants from different stages, like new and interview, and then hire it, or I don't know, for second interview, and something like this. So this is our plan for next few months.
Awesome. So we can expect a lot more announcements this year?
Yeah. So we are trying to improve the platform constantly, and we are trying to release something new every 1 or 2 months.
1 or 2 months?
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Final question. What's your best piece of advice for a new job board owner? How do they be successful in the business?
I would say don't focus too much on features or on importing a lot of jobs to your job board, and start with just attracting some traffic to your job board with maybe some content that is useful for your audience, your goal as a job board is to provide qualified candidates, and that is first thing you need to do to find this.
Build your candidate audience.
And attract them to your site. And having jobs is not a way to attract them anymore. They can find jobs anywhere. Yeah. So you should have something else to attract them. And you should focus on this. What we can see in many cases when people start a job board, they try to invent some new features, some complex things, so that and they think that if we will introduce that and that feature, then everyone will come to our site and will use it. Well, it's not. The only feature employer needs is qualified candidates.
Yep. So simple as that.
Yeah. So try to attract them first, and then you will have something to sell.
Well, I certainly agree, Rodion. Thanks for the advice.
Thank you for inviting me.